Hey everyone, Jake here for Extreme Terrain, and in this video I'm taking a look at the Bug Flector Hood Shield in Dark Smoke, fitting 2022 and newer Tundras. The Bug Flector is going to appeal to the Tundra owner who's looking for a simple and stylish way to protect the front end of their truck. With a super easy installation, classic good looks, and an affordable price, this is a great mod for any truck. The Bug Flector is the quintessential hood deflector. It gives you that classic big rig type of style on your modern truck. And unlike a lot of others in the category, this keeps that classic deflector style and kicks up quite a bit towards the back, which gives you plenty of coverage, protecting the leading edge of the hood from damage. Now this is also going to wrap around the outer edges of the hood, as you can see on our truck here, and that gives you coverage of the whole front end of the hood and fender. So no matter what kind of debris or bugs or whatever you might encounter out on the road, this is going to take the hit instead of the leading edge of your hood. This one is finished in this dark smoke color, of course, adding a little bit of that aggressive edge to the front end of your truck too. And of course, this color is going to match well with any paint color. It's kind of like a strong brown. It's quite prominent and tough. Again, puts me in mind of an old school big rig. Now the coverage here is going to give you lots of protection against all kinds of debris, rocks, dirt, etc. And it's also designed, as the name would imply, to keep those pesky bug guts off the front end of your truck. So really, it's just there to make your life a little bit easier. The Bug Flector is made entirely from an acrylic ABS material. Now ABS is super durable and it's impact resistant, so this is designed, of course, to take a hit. This one is also scratch and UV resistant, so your truck can sport it without you having to make any concessions or really give it much of a second thought. Pricing is going to come in at about $150, and that puts it pretty much in line with other similar hood deflectors, as it's a pretty affordable mod overall. Certainly less than having to repaint your hood, of course, and $150 really isn't all that much to spend for that additional amount of protection. Plus, this thing gives you a lot of coverage, it looks good, and the Bug Flector really is the original when it comes to these sorts of things. So if you want that classic look, style, and the protection that this is going to offer, $150 really isn't that much to spend. Installation comes in at a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you can expect the job to take you about 30 minutes to complete. Now this one is going to mount up using the included double-sided tape on the bottom here, so all you got to do is peel it off and basically stick it into place. You are going to want to spend a little bit of extra time in there making sure that the front end of your truck is really clean so you get a good stick on this, because once it's in place, it needs to stay in place. Enough of me talking about it though, let's head on out to the shop right now and we'll walk you through that install process.
Tools required for this install include the included alcohol prep pad and the surface prep pad. What's up guys? Today we're installing a hood deflector on our Tundra, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take an alcohol pad to clean up the edge of our hood. So we'll just get on the edge and go all the way across here. So now before we get this mounted up to the truck, we're going to peel back the edges on our double-sided tape and hang them over the side. That way once we get this on, we won't stick it all the way down to begin with, and we can still move it around a little bit, and then we'll peel off the whole backing once it's in place. So I'm just going to grab the edge here, and I'll just hang it over the front. Now you're going to want to do this on both sides of the double-sided tape because sometimes the backing can rip. And then we'll get the outside ones as well. Now, the last thing you're going to do before you stick this down is take the surface prep pad, and we're going to go right along the edge again, like how we did with the alcohol pad. This is going to make sure that it sticks down really well and you have a good bond. Now, for demonstration purposes, we're not going to be doing this step since we're going to be taking this back off, but just put that down and then you'll be ready to install your hood deflector. So now I've got a buddy here to help me line up the other side while I line up this side. We're going to lay it down, and if we like where it sits, we can go ahead and pull that backing off the double-sided tape and stick it down. So now we're looking pretty good here. We're all nice and centered up, so we can go ahead and grab the backing here, pull it while we're pressing down to stick it into place. And that right there is why you dog ear both sides. Sometimes it does rip.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the Bugflector Hood Shield in Dark Smoke, fitting 2022 and newer Tundras. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, for all things Tundra, be sure to keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.